Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my Immigrant Diary. My name is Precious.
My name is Wale.
And so recently, Wale and I took a trip to Dallas, met up in
Yeah.
Dallas actually to make some plans, have a retreat for our business and also went to see the game, man. Our first NBA game. And it was
Yes,
an
yes.
amazing game. Mavericks against the Bucks. So, Wale, share about your experience, man.
I remember we planned this thing at the end of last year so that we will be able to have like a clear vision for the year, which we're able to do. We arrived at the Dallas Fort Worth Airport in the afternoon. It was pretty straightforward. We had lunch, grabbed the car, the rental car.
Grab the car. That was an experience. The thing that we had too many options, right? It was confusing, like which car should we go with? But red will always shine, man. Red will always shine. And so we went with the Chevy Camaro. So it was a fantastic car. It was an amazing car. No, I don't have that kind of car. Wally, is that what you drive? What the fast car?
One day I'm gonna start owning my own sports car, but for now, let's just keep that as.
Yeah, but it was great. I had a terrible flight. I literally entered Molway, from from Baltimore to Dallas. It was Molway I entered. There's no difference between Spirit Airline and Molway, honestly. Like they are literally hawking in the flight. Like it was my first flight. I mean, apparently it's the first time I'm flying within the US since I've moved here. For the most part, I drive, to the states I've visited around the DMV area. But this is the first time I'm going down south. Honestly, Wale, was terrible. I'm like, you told me, my wife told me, say you're going to hate the experience. I hated the experience. There was no leg room. Literally, not joking, Wale, it was moonway. Like, they were hawking, like they were literally hawking, like, hey, anybody wants water? $5. I'm like, Kilo Shelley, what is happening here? Hawking is spirit airline. This is spirit because
That's the hustle airline. That's the hustle
airline. Ridiculous, but it was cheap. It was very affordable. It was really cheap. Like the one cheap is like
A to point B.
Yeah, it took me back and forth. It wasn't terrible. I'll talk about my return flight maybe as we progress. But yeah, it was great. We met up in Dallas. I think just landing in Dallas and just connecting Wale at the airport was just a great experience. Just it's been a while we've seen. I think it's been a couple of months. And so that was
the last time we saw was on my trip down to the East Coast, specifically to your place. That's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was good to kind of connect and just envision. And so yeah, as we said, we took the Camaro, we drove to the city, and man, Dallas was pretty different. What was different for you compared to Seattle?
This is the second time I'm visiting Texas since I moved to the States.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it wasn't that surprising. The first time I went there, I enjoyed the experience, and just mainly because of the different weather temperature and also the social customs there. So for me, it was just the fact that I'm coming from the Pacific Northwest, that it's pretty cold, to a place where I can literally just wear my t-shirt and I don't wear my jacket or anything like that. I mean, that was fantastic. Yeah, and it's hard to describe to people, but Texas is very, very big, so the roads are very large. Like it's easy to find like 3-lane roads.
Yeah, and it's so easy to get lost, right? I think we got lost a couple of times, even though we had GPS. Everything just seemed like so many cuts, so many turning points, so many corners, so many exits. I mean, and it was so different. Like we're driving for a while and just driving and realizing that we're still driving within the city. And I heard man, Dallas is big. But I think one of the unique thing I noticed was the fact that I didn't get to see a lot of cops on the highway, on the roads, like I'm used to down here in the DMV area where you see a lot of police around the neighborhood. I didn't notice that, although I don't have enough data because we only stayed a few days in Dallas. But just one of the things I noticed is that I didn't see a lot of police vehicles around. and so it was great.
Yeah, so it was interesting. Like for us, we drove into downtown just to check it out. It was also pretty different. Of course, like the atmosphere just makes it different. The weather just makes it completely different. But
Yeah, coming from a cold region, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you see much more people outside and just taking a walk, and then maybe they're going somewhere and things like that. So compared to like here, usually like people are usually going to either to work or home when it's this time of the year. So just because it's a different weather, it's a lot warmer, it's a lot nicer to walk on the streets, like you get to experience that. So that was really nice, and it's clean. I feel pretty much comfortable just walking on the streets there. I'd feel comfortable walking on the street at night also in Dallas, generally speaking.
And it was great because one of the things that happened that I loved was we found a Nigerian restaurant as soon as we landed. Man, I was craving for some, Nigerian food, man. We found this great restaurant called Lola's Kitchen, I think Lola's restaurant. Yeah, yes. It was awesome. It was wonderful. They had great meal, great customer service. It was
I'm still missing the food of my brother. I'm saying. Just today, I was after work. I was thinking, why can't I just go and eat amala? Just take this. And just go somewhere and just eat amala.
Oh my god! I mean. The DMV, man, you can find that around in DMV. So that's one of the good things about living in DMV. You can always find, Nigerian foods around and African foods around. So that's good. The last kitchen, we went there, I think, almost every day for the days we were in Dallas.
Except for Saturday, which was because we already had planned dinner with our friends.
Yeah.
And then we went for the game, which was the highlight of our whole trip.
Oh my God, the highlights. Man, it was an amazing experience. Honestly, it was our first game. It was my first time, going to see a live NBA game. And it was with a team that I admire. I know Wale is a big fan of the Bucks. I'm a fan of the Lakers, man. It's Lakers forever, man. But because our own boys there, Nigeria represents, man.
Antetokounmpo
represent. So Nigeria represent. So we got to support, man. So we went out there to support our man. Even though we're sitting amongst the Dallas fans, we're careful with the way we scream and shout because it was all a lot of pressure, But it was an amazing game. We had a great time. We had a great sitting position. We had no clue what it was until we got there. I mean, we went in through the what's it called, Wale? Part went in through
premium. Was it premium entrance?
Something like that. It was a fantastic spot. Like when we bought the ticket, we were like, "Oh, we paid so much for ticket," and we went on Ticketmaster and found out we could have paid 50% less. What am I saying? Maybe 70-60% less. I was like,
maybe 60% less.
Yeah, I felt like we spent a little bit too much for the ticket. But guess what? When we found out it was a premium ticket, we had a premium experience where we were sitting in a good spot. We had a good service. It was just fantastic. I was like, okay,
it was pretty good. Like
the experience just made us forget about the pain of paying excess. But it was fantastic. The atmosphere was amazing, man. And this is not even a playoff game, right? It's just season game. I'm like, wow. I can imagine the energy when it's a playoff game. Yeah, it was a fantastic time. We had a great time.
And the Bucks won.
Yeah, the Bucks won. They started really slow, but they won the game. I think that's the exciting part for me, the fact that the Bucks won the game. That is the exciting part. But more than that, but just seeing Giannis in his element, man, that guy is good.
His shoulders were much broader than I imagined.
That guy is good. That guy was bullying everybody. Man, that guy was no. Forget it. Giannis is good. Giannis he's top class. No, it's no joke. He is good. As in, we're looking at it before we knew what. Then he's already at 44 points. I'm like, what? How did he get there? It was like the game just seemed slow when it started, but boom, the game changed. By the third quarter, man, Bucks already took the game from Mavericks, man. It was a beautiful game, beautiful time, awesome time. I went to visit a friend out there in Dallas. Shout out to I know he doesn't want to be mentioned, but hey, shout out, bro. I just remember he doesn't want any mentions, but yeah, we had a great time in his, hanging out with his family, and it was good. an amazing guy, amazing time. And yeah, we went back to driving around Dallas a bit, went downtown, saw a few places. I think that wrapped up our experience in Dallas. There's something I'm missing out, Ali, because I feel like I had so much fun. I'm like, I didn't
Yeah.
want to leave Dallas.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. But I think there's a lot that we can say, but we do want to leave the floor open to you guys to please comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think about your experience just going around the US, whether it's Dallas or San Francisco or even like in Denver. Let us know your experience, and if it's on another continent, let us know your experience, how it is just traveling around. For us, this is our first NBA game.
Yep.
And it was awesome. It was an awesome experience here in the United States. That's all I have from my side. But if you also want to add something, let me know.
Nope. That's it.
Okay. All right, that's good. So we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us again. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
All right.